Alright everybody, we are here at one of our favorite places that we've been wanting to come back to for years, and that is the Fort Worth Stockyards. Now, what the Fort Worth Stockyards is just what it sounds like. There's a stockyard here, there's cattle, they have a rodeo hall.
It's historic.
It's very historic. It gives you the feel of an old western town. And a lot of stores, they got a lot of souvenir shops. We remember going in many of them. And we're going to go back into some of those today, and also on our separate video of the Walker, Texas Ranger scenes, many scenes were taking place in the stockyards, so we're going to show you some of that as well. So stay with us as we go through the Fort Worth Stockyards today. And by the way, it's very crowded. You said they were having a gun show or something.
I did see a gun show, and who knows what else?
So
there's a lot of people.
Last time we were here, we had no problem finding a parking space. This time we had to park way up at the top of the hill and walk down. If you want free parking, sometimes you got to improvise a little. So we did find some free parking, but a couple of blocks out of town. So we're walking back down towards the stockyards now. Still walking down the street towards the main stockyards area. So, but again, this just looks like what you would think an old western town, maybe a larger old western town, would be like. There's the world famous Stockyard Armadillo. Don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a restaurant or if it's a, looks like there are a lot of guitars in the window. But several souvenir shops I remember liking last time. One of them's right down here on the corner, so we're going to step in that one. They had a t-shirt I liked last time. I did not end up getting. I'm not going to make that same mistake now. So find me a good souvenir t-shirt. Here's the Star Cafe. Looks like they have a steakhouse, or they have steaks anyway. So I guess this is similar to the Hollywood Walker thing where they have to start at the sidewalk. I don't remember this last time, but I'm sure it was here. It doesn't look like it's new. So Mr. John Wayne, I see several more down here. A little bit of a step off there. Here's a boot and saddle store. Got several of these here. So right here, the general store. We're going to step in here. It smells in here like a stored Cherokee, like a lot of leather and things like that. I like that smell. It doesn't smell like leather in here. Here. Leather belts. In history, here's a couple of books about the stockyards. It's a little smaller book. Belt buckles. You're going to see a lot of stores with these in it, so I'm probably not going to record all of them, but just kind of give you an overview. Alright, here we are at the main part of the Fort Worth Stockyards. There you see the sign over the road there.
There's so many people here.
And right here on the corner is the H3 Ranch Steakhouse, which was recommended to us by someone back home. Down there's the Cattleman's, which was recommended to us by VA fund seekers, and we probably should have gone to either one of those instead of Cooper's, to be honest with you. So what do you think about the Stockyards, even though we just got here?
I like it. I like it.
The wind is terrible today.
Yeah, I'm not caring for the wind too much.
But up the street here a little bit. Here's the general store that we just came out of. Across the street here is the famous Stockyards Hotel. Now, we actually were looking to stay here for this trip, but I think it was going to run between $300 and $400 a night, and I just wasn't going to do that. So we ended up staying out in Arlington, the same place we stayed last time. But that would be like the dream place to stay on a trip here, is the Stockyards Hotel. Now, right behind us here, and I'm only mentioning this because it's famous. This is called the White Elephant. It is a bar and saloon, but it also served on Walker Texas Ranger as CDs. They hang out there a lot, and that's where that was at. Some live music going on apparently. The premier steakhouse in the Stockyards is Risky's. Now, we ate at Risky's Barbecue, which is just on down on the right. We have not been to the steakhouse. So over here is where we're going to be tonight, and I'm excited. Over here at the Coliseum, the Cowtown Coliseum, we're going to a rodeo. When we were out here in 2017, we said if we ever come back, we're going to go to a rodeo. So
that's tonight.
That's tonight. We have our tickets. We actually have had our tickets for a while, so we are really looking forward to that. It's going to be right there in the Cowtown Coliseum. Which one?
You'll see it's a
Oh, that Ford Galaxy? Alright, hold on. Alright. I haven't seen it yet. Alright, so we got a card here that Shaughnessy thinks is worth getting. Let's see. Is that a Monte Carlo? Oh, wow. There's a Monte Carlo. I wonder who he pulls for. This is a happening place. It was nothing like this when we came last time. Of course, that was February. Might be. There's a that's another Monte Carlo up there, and then a Nova behind it. And in case you're wondering how far you are from other places outside the Stockyards, to Italy, Germany, Japan, Hungary, Swaziland, China, France. And this is what we're going to tonight. It's called the Rookie Roundup. I guess these are first year professional riders. And we are really looking forward to this. I just think that'd be the ultimate place to take in a rodeo.
Definitely.
So we are looking forward to that. Probably going to be the highlight of the trip, unless I get stomped by a bull or something.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. We're getting ready to go in Stockyard Station, and I remember this from last trip. You basically go down a little alley, and there's all kinds of neat little souvenir shops. You want you a t-shirt or a cowboy hat. Don't remember what else is down in there, but I remember that being a really neat place. So, got a little caboose over here. Let me step up out of everybody's way. One thing, at 4 p.m. every day, they bring the cattle right through the streets. So you have to clear the streets off, and they bring those longhorns through here, and that's really something to see. We saw that last time, and we'll see it again this time, I'm sure. So here's Risky's Barbecue as well. This is where we ate last time. They walk over here. So right here is Risky's Barbecue. That where you see the red covering at, that's actually the outdoor seating area, but they got it closed today because I guess the wind. It would be tough to eat out there today. So down through here you got the train tracks running right down through the shops. But let's see what all's here. And I see a spice and tea exchange. We're fans of those places. Probably not going to get anything here and have to fly back home. Trail Boss Burgers. You're not going to go hungry here in the Stockyards, that's for sure.
We go in there? I don't know about your birthday.
Here is the Spice and Tea Exchange. As much as I love those stores, Gatlinburg has one, so we're going to save that for when we go back to Gatlinburg. There's all kinds of stuff down this little Stockyard Station alleyway here. In fact, they do a gunfight. I don't know what time, but I know when we were here last time they did a gunfight right here. So you can watch that. Here are the public restrooms to the right of the ATM. In case anybody wants to know that, like we just needed to. So, let's see what we got over here. You see this bull. This is Calamity Jane. You can't sit on her. Just tried her hand at riding a horse and it didn't go well.
I'll never do it again.
Yeah, she got the horse drug her.
Yeah.
And honestly, we had to unplug it. We had to unplug it. I don't know what might have happened.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't get back on there.
I'm on.
This is hot stuff. I remember this store as well.
Oh, thank you guys, and I appreciate it. Thanks for it.
want you a nice Western frame, excellent place to get one. We did buy one when we were here. I don't remember if it was this store. All kinds of neat little Texas souvenirs in here. This is a really neat store. Like I was saying before my battery went out, we bought a frame from the Stockyards, a picture frame in the shape of the state of Texas. If I had to guess, I'd say we got it here. I don't know that for a fact, but man, if you want a Western style picture frame, salt shakers, jewelry box, anything. Really, really neat stuff in here. Magnets. The magnets are, looks like $5. Shirts right here. All kinds of stuff. Purses. I haven't decided which shirt I want yet. I've seen several that I like. More magnets. This might be my favorite store so far. Bird feeders. I guess that's what that is. Well, I don't know. Hummingbird feeders. Outhouse. Neat place. Is this the one with all the hats?
I think so, since they're too congested for strollers, so go through and then I want to go in.
Oh, you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
All right. They're not that congested. Hey, they're not that congested. You should be able to come on in. There's plenty of open space right there. Okay, this is not congested at all. They ought to be in that other store. Just coming up.
Can y'all do me a favor and park the stroller outside for me?
Unbelievable. Alright, here's the Stockyard Station trading post. Now what just happened in that last store, it looked like a nice store, but they had a sign on the door that said we're too congested for strollers in here, which okay, maybe they had been at some point, but you actually hear me tell her to come on in because it was wide open in there. I mean, there was plenty of space for her to stand with the stroller while I looked, and then I could come back and take it. So the guy walks up to her and tells her to park it outside. So she just said, well, I'm not leaving it outside by itself, so we just left. We didn't even finish the tour of that store. I'm going to get the name of that when we go back through, but it's one thing if they really were congested, but you saw that place compared to the store I had just come out of. They don't know what congested is. The one I had come out of before that was congested. And that's the only store we've seen yet that even has that sign or has said anything to us. Shirts. If you want your one from the Stockyard, and $24.99. That's not much more than you pay anywhere else for that. Yeah, I do apologize if the video picks up maybe something with a bad word on it. I did see one in the other store. I tried to avoid it. Not sure if I got it. So if I do, it's not intentional. They got quite an assortment of hats over here too, and if you're looking for a cowboy hat, we're not going to do that because I don't look good in cowboy hats, and plus since we're flying, it'd be something else to have to pack to go home in. I'm not wearing it on the plane, so I don't have enough hair to look good in one of these. I look ridiculous, don't I?
No, but pull it down a little bit in the front.
I can't. I guess it's
that
too
one's
small.
small.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be on the recording with it. All right, so I'm gonna go back up to this store right quick. I want to get the name of the store that was not congested at all, but said made one her to take the stroller outside and park it. Now, we just have our pets, but what if somebody had their child in it? Would they actually ask someone to do that? Let's see, was it this one here? Now, I know we did read the sign before we went in, but I just figured that was put up for when they really were congested. Here's the sign. Now, it's actually a little more congested now than it was, but pretty open area right here. So, yeah. So they say no strollers. Over there is the gentleman that wanted us to take it outside and park it. So, the name of this store is this one here. So we have reached the end of Stockyard Station. Had a little bit of interesting here. You hold this. I did want to put on there which store told us, or told for y'all's benefit too, if you have a stroller. There's one store in all of those stores down there that thinks you should park your stroller outside and leave it, whether it's your child or whether it's your pet or whatever. And I told him, or I went in there, I didn't say anything to him. First of all, I was just panning around the store and I was telling y'all, I said, there's the guy that did it. So when I started walking out, he says, you got a problem? I said, yeah, I do. So he follows me outside the store and gets in my face. So I didn't back down. He says, what's the problem? I said, this sign right here. I said, if you were really full, I would understand it. I said, but when we were in here, there was plenty of space for her to just stand there. So then he starts using the F-bomb over and over. It says, this is Texas, we can do anything we want to. I said, well, that's good, because I can put you on YouTube too. And I said, that's what, and he says, no, you have to tell me. I said, well, I'm telling you now, you're going on YouTube. I said, so is this store. So again, wasn't looking for an altercation, but I do want to let people know there's one store here. If you have to push a stroller, they don't want you in there. Whether it's your child, you got to leave it outside. I don't know who would ask anybody to leave a stroller with a child or a pet outside unattended. And so he says it's a theft deterrent. He says people stuff things in those strollers. And again, no other store down through there is doing that, none. So I said, you're welcome to check the stroller if you think we stole anything. But there was plenty of room for one of us to stand there with it.
I was gonna say I didn't even walk. I walked in and walked straight back out.
Yeah. So anyway, he kind of got in my face a little bit. Wanted to argue. I said, look, I'm not gonna stand here and argue with you. I said I do reviews. People are gonna see this and they're gonna know about this store. So there's really nothing to argue about. But then I'm standing outside. He says you need to leave. I said I can stand here all day if I want to. I'm not in the store. So I can stand right. This is public. I can say he's trying to tell me to leave that spot. So. Anyway, I just told him, I said, you're going on YouTube, I'll let you know that. Have a nice day. So that was that. Wasn't expecting that, but anyway, I think that's a bad policy. The store we had just come out of was a lot more congested than that, and even they weren't saying you couldn't have a stroller in there.
It was tight in there.
It was very tight. I would have understood that more than this other store, because as you went in, it was wide open. So anyway, didn't mean for all that to happen, but it is. So
We'll go find somewhere else to shop now.
yep, I told him, I said I wouldn't buy anything in here now if it was a penny, you know. I think that's what I said, something similar. But you weren't recording all that, I hope.
Not at the store, no.
Okay, yeah, because he was using some pretty flowery language. I did not lose my head with him, but I didn't back down from him either. And
No, you didn't back down.
but I did, I kept my voice calm and just said, look, that's a bad policy. I am going to let people know it. And then when he told me to leave, that's the only time I said, I don't have to leave. I can stand here all day if I want to. So anyhow, if it's Texas and they can do that, then it's Texas. I can put it on YouTube. So that's how that works. So anyhow,
And then
so what do we got going here?
people riding horses.
There's the stagecoach that we rode last time. Let's see what we got right here.
Bye everyone, see you later.
We're walking back up now the other side of the street. And the Stockyards is really happening. This is like a Western Gatlinburg today. A lot going on.
Laying down his life willingly so that eternal life. The repercussions of what happened prior to the crucifixion of Christ, dear friends. In Isaiah 53, it says that he was pierced for our transgressions. You understand that? He was crushed, was beaten, was mutilated, was laughed at, was slapped, had a thorn crown stuck into his head. You understand what Jesus Christ came to do and what he was put through for his people. But we still go on our day getting drunk, committing adultery, committing idolatry, practicing homosexuality. Dear friends, turn away from that sin. Christ, God, is forgiving. He will forgive you all of your trespasses and sins, the Bible says. But you must cry out. In Romans 10 it says, confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord, and that God raised him from the dead. He says that you will be saved. That is the promise of God.
Amen. Okay, Shamus is over there finding out now about the parking situation. We're not sure that since we have bought tickets to the rodeo if there's free parking around back or what the situation is. So we're just trying to get the information we need. Okay, so I just stepped inside this John Wayne. I thought it was a store, but it's actually apparently it says John Wayne the American Experience. It's apparently like a museum or something, but they do have a store here. There's some pretty neat stuff.
Which is kind of interesting.
Same on different set. Yeah.
pretty good size store here. A lot of apparel. What's this called? Fincher's Western Wear? Alright, so we've got a lot of boots over there on the back wall. A lot of hats. Blue jeans. And also featured in several episodes is the Stockyards Hotel. Now I'm going to walk in the lobby here. We did that last time, so we'll do it this time as well. Let me get her down here. Very nice lobby as you come in. Stairways up. It's really got the feel of an old West hotel, don't it? So we'll back through here a little bit. Like I say, I looked into staying here, but it was just a little steep. But for the experience, it may be worth it to you. So I'm just going to show you the lobby area here and the places we can access. And we are right here. The Stockyards are just north of the town, so that's where we are. So those are actually cattle brands, I guess. Those old sofas there. To be honest with you, I would love to have had the experience of staying here. Maybe one of these days.
The drovers, or we call them, or you call them cowboys, are driving up literally millions of head of cattle from south of San Antonio up to Evansville, Kansas, about 800 miles away. Everybody say hi to Ed over here, and Bobby, the cow poodle. This little dog over here, I've seen him drive cattle before. Right, so anyway. Here come the cows.
I'm just trying to hold the camera up and record it. I can't really see. I got a little bit of a view, but one stopped in the road. He smelled something.
Look at that spotted cow. Yeah. That spotted brown black cow.